Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. It is August favorites time, August best in beauty. I know everybody says this, but I really don't know what happened to the month of August. It was here and then it was gone. Definitely have a few great favorites to pass along, including this hat. I know I never wear hats in videos, but outside of videos, I do wear hats a lot. And this is one of my new favorites. I got this from Dick's Sporting Goods. I went there with Bub. He's looking for golf balls and golf shirts and that kind of thing. And then I ran across the Carrie Underwood, I think it's called the Kalia line. It's like active wear. And this hat caught my eye. Can you see how this is like a woven type thing up here? And I thought there's a hat that would match anything. And hats are just so quick and easy. You know, you haven't had a chance to do your hair, you get out the door, you got your baseball hat on, no problem. And my normal go-to hat is a white Cardinals hat with like a light pink logo right here. And I like that, but it doesn't work for everything. So basically in any circumstance where that hat doesn't work, this hat does. So I really like it. It's very comfortable. It's got a little like Velcro adjuster in the back. And there's a little logo there on the side. It seems like really nice quality. So I've enjoyed wearing this a lot. And I thought, now's the time I'm going to talk about it in a video. Makeup stuff. I got a couple foundations worth mentioning. One I'm not going to go too much into in this video because I have a whole video devoted to it. And it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Fresh Makeup with SPF 30. And I just think this is a foolproof, easy, great foundation if you do like the lighter look. I mean, it absolutely makes my skin glow when I put it on. And it's not from any kind of artificial bits of sparkle, pearlescent stuff going on in it. It's just like the texture of the foundation is so lightweight. It's not quite as runny as water, but it is darn close. And it's so easy to just blend across the skin, get a light amount of coverage with. You can build it in certain areas and it won't look heavy whatsoever. So if you're interested in this, if you think you might be into a lighter coverage product, but yet something that gives the skin just a really fabulous look, this is definitely worth checking out. I will link to my video below where I talk about that more. But also, there are a lot of foundation sticks coming out lately. I've talked about this recently. It seems like every brand's got their stick foundation, which I think is great. I think it's good to have all kinds of formulas, all kinds of takes on this idea because a foundation stick is just a really easy way to just swipe on the product and in some cases get great coverage. But not every stick gives great coverage. Sometimes they're harder to blend and sometimes they're just thick and they often market themselves as a buildable product, but certain ones it's like, well, you can only build it so far. It's going to look pretty thick and it's not going to wear evenly. I think the foundation stick that I've tried so far that has the most coverage and the best staying power, not just in terms of simply being present on the skin later in the day, but actually looking good, you know, as the day wears on, like really no identifiable wear down in the product. I would say it's the Hourglass Vanish stick. I've got this in the shade Nude. Nude, I'm wearing it today and you might not be able to tell due to different powders that I've got on top, but Nude is a little on the yellow side for me, but this is the triangular foundation stick and I think the coverage on this is really just amazing. It's got such a nice amount of creaminess with it. I can easily blend it with a brush. I don't absolutely have to use a beauty blender sponge. I feel like it's enough moisture. It gives kind of a soft matte appearance on the skin, but it's not too like chalky and thick. And then like I said, look at myself later in the day when I've got this on and I'm pretty impressed by how fresh it actually looks. And this is not to say that there aren't other good foundation sticks out there. I've enjoyed the Besame stick actually. That's just one example of one where you can only go so far coverage wise because then it starts to get a little thick or wear a little unevenly patchy. I've enjoyed the Smashbox, I've liked the Nars, but this one I feel like if you're just going straight up coverage, like I need great coverage, I want it to last, the Hourglass is really, really good. Speaking of staying power, a nude liquid lipstick that stays like none other is the Maybelline Super Stay in the color Loyalist. I'm wearing this on my lips right now. This line, I mean, I tell you, if you want a locked in liquid lipstick, this is it. I have tried the red, what's the red color? Pioneer. I've tried the one called Lover, which is kind of a pinky mauve, and then this for the nude. This is like the only nude they have though, and that's the bummer of the line. Big reason why in my last video, when I noticed that the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Liquid Lipsticks were coming on sale in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty as a hot buy, so I think that means they're on sale every single day of the event. I definitely wanted to recommend those because that's a great line of nude and neutral liquid lipsticks. Here with the Maybelline, sadly, they only have this one that's really nude, but it wears like iron. I mean, it's gonna be on my lips the entire day, and there are so many. For whatever reason, the nudes can't last as well as the brighter colors in these long-wearing formulas. I don't care what formula it is. Rarely do I see something that can hang on even a little bit throughout the day, and so this one lasts really well. And you know, the color's nice too. I enjoy that. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Maybelline's holding out on us a little bit. I bet they come out with maybe, you know, start of next year, they'll have a full range of Super Stay Matte Ink nudes. You know, wouldn't it make sense if they did that because there's so few in the current line? There's a lot of bright colors in this line. That's great, but if you like the neutrals and nudes, there's not a lot for you, unless this shade appeals to you, which I really like it, but there's not much else to choose from. Also in the lip department, the Color Riche Matte Lip Liners from L'Oreal. I know I mentioned these in my L'Oreal video, top 5, bottom 5, so if you want a lot more picks from that line, check out that video. But I love these lip liners. This is such a must try here with the shade called Mastermind. It's really good, really great neutral. I know you're probably like, neutral, I'm bored, but this is the kind of shade that everybody needs to sort of define and in some cases deepen up a too light nude shade. So I love that one. They go on so creamy. They just go on quick, you know, they glide on that easily. So that's a good one. The one called Matt's It looks like, just packaging wise, it looks like it would be really close to the Mastermind one, but actually it's a lot cooler when you finally see it all like spread out on the lips and you can really assess the color. It's different from the other. But then there are some beautiful bright shades as well. I really like this one called Strike a Matte. Oh, what is that? Oh, Strike a Match. They're trying to be so witty with the names of these. There's good red, good couple of reds there, so check them out. I'm getting back into something. I got a couple rediscovered favorites here. The Matte Blush Duo in Soft and Subtle. I did use this in my e.l.f. One brand video, so this is just creeping into the favorites for the month, but my goodness, is that not a perfect easy blush shade right there? Kind of wear it right in here on the cheeks. I love it. Honestly, to glance at that, it looks like nothing. It does not scream blush at me at all, but it's so pretty on the cheeks. I adore that duo. And really pigmented too, just surprising. And then I was back and forth between brow products I've been loving this month. I was really close, like I had it in my little bucket here, my Too Faced Chocolate Brownie Brow Pencil. I really liked that. I thought it was giving me a quick brow, but then I start working in this e.l.f. one, this $2 e.l.f. Instant Lift, and I'm like, this is actually doing the job even faster. And I'm, for whatever reason, certain aspects of my makeup routine, I'm all about speed. This is just one of those things. It's working so well for me, and the shade is so on point. The neutral brown color in this. If your hair color is like mine, your brow color is anything like mine, like, oops, I probably put some on my hat. This goes on super easily. It's just a little bit bigger pencil than a Brow Wiz would be. Just keep that in mind, but it makes really quick work of the whole brow routine, and then it's got the spoolie on the other side. I pop a little gel on top of that, and my job is done on the brows. So I love that. $2. A highlight that I've been reaching for a lot, you may remember this from my Amazon video where I tried different beauty products that I got from Amazon. The Aesthetica Strobe Series Radiate palette. I have it in tan to dark. Honestly, it's delivering more than you would believe. Like this color here, I think one day I will hit pan on that. It is so vibrant. I've got it on as my highlight today. I love that, and I can wear any of these as highlights. You know, it's crazy. Actually, this one almost as a blush. It's just beautiful pigmentation here, beautiful shine on these shades. You'd almost swear once you get it on your cheeks that there was some sort of liquefied, liquidy, creamy quality to these, but no, they are merely powders and they go on wonderfully well. This brand has some really good stuff. It's a brand I want to explore more on Amazon. Finally here for the favorites video, gotta mention the Cooling Aloe Vera eye mask from Ulta. I repurchased like 3 of these after trying it, and I mentioned this in the cooling beauty products video. This is such a treat. I gotta tell you, they are like little gel masks that you put on your under eye area, and they're not goopy at all. They really stick there when you put them on. Now, I feel the cooling effect while I've got them on for a period of time, but then I take them off and it's like, it feels downright cold on my skin, and you touch this part of your skin and you touch down here and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 2 different climates on my face right now. It's really neat. Very inexpensive little luxury. You know, if you're tired at the end of the day, it just kind of perks you up. Or, you know, start of your day might be a nice time for this before you do your makeup. I think men would enjoy this, women, whoever. Try it out. Several small complaints for the month. One thing that I just want to put out a little warning on, the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner in jet black is not waterproof. It's not even close. It's not even as good as various non-waterproof eyeliners that I have. It doesn't last. It transfers more than just about anything. Like, it transferred up to my brow bone. It transfers and collects in the inner corner. I mean, it's cheap, yes, but I would still expect more. Why in the world would they call it waterproof? I don't know, so I'm gonna sit that aside. The Maybelline Master Camo, I've got this in the, what shade? I've got this in the Apricot for Dark Circles shade. To me, my skin tone, it's just a little too dark to really effectively do the job. I need a little bit lighter peach shade to really do it. I mean, I know exactly what that product is. It is the shade of Benefit Erase Paste in number 2. I mean, Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer, now that it's been renamed, like, that is my color. That product is one with me. And this is just a little bit dark and, well, a lot bit dark. I mean, I put this on, blend it in. It's rather dark, but then I put concealer on top of it and it's like something's missing. I'm still seeing circles. It wasn't like I needed that product, because you guys know I've got things that I know will work, but I'm always interested if there's something low cost that might do the job as well. Here's another thing I tried, this JCat Beauty Beverly Hills 90210 24 eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure how good I realistically expected this to be, but this is such a hit and miss eyeshadow palette. I mean, the colors of it looked good. I think that's what drew me in. I thought, okay, it's a nice sort of blend of light, medium, and dark here. And some of the shades, like, there's some nice smooth mattes in here. There are some shimmers that really are nice. But then there are some of the most flaky textures you've ever seen, like dip your finger in and it's just like chunks. Chunks are just coming out of that light shade in there. And there are several like that. And I'm wondering, like, it's snowing over here right now. I mean, what is going on? When an eyeshadow texture is really chunky like that, it makes it very hard to work with, I think, on the eyes, because you're trying to build it up, and as much time as you spend trying to build that one shade up on your eyes, you've got all this fallout coming down because of the sheer amount of product you're trying to make work. It's a tricky thing. There are so many good eyeshadow palettes out there. Can't really, in good conscience, recommend this one, even though they do have some nice shades. It's just very hit and miss within the palette for me. And that is all for the Best in Beauty for the month of August. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for your great video requests. I'm going to tell you here, a little teaser. I have heard more video requests than ever recently for luxury products. Show us some brands that you don't normally show us. You guys have been saying to me, can you review this brand or that brand? I'm hearing you. And I'm gonna have a video coming up, and it's gonna blow your mind, some of the things that are in it, I think. It's blowing my mind anyway, the amount that I spent on that stuff. So you'll wanna be tuned in for an upcoming video there on that topic. I'm gonna be talking about the whole Too Faced Peach line. I've had some real surprises among those products that I've tried, so lots of new stuff to chat about. Thank you guys again, and I will see you soon. Bye.